everybody, welcome to week 5 of the Operation Flamestrike campaign. We are on the island of Flamia in the planet of Paradiso, and today we will be taking on Yu Jing with the Tohaa. We're going to be in an advanced medical facility, and that medical facility is coming under siege by Yu Jing interlopers. The peaceful Tohaa have to defend it. We'll be playing Coffin Raiders from ITS 2016. No special rules is a standard Coffin Raiders mission. And if you guys have ever played this before, this is one of the hardest missions in ITS. You are trying to grab stuff from the middle, you get a point, that's right, and then get it back to another location. So we'll see how this goes. This is typically not one where you ever score 10. There's only a single classified, and the rest of the points are all completely based on picking stuff up out of the central objective room and getting it to a transmitter beacon. So let's take a look at the armies, we'll take a look at the table and the setup, and we'll get started. So here is 300 points of Yu Jing. We have the hyper rapid magnetic cannon Zurong up there, the giant huge murder bot. We have a pair of remotes. This is the Mine Superbot, and this is going to be subbing in for the Total Reaction HMG Yao Kong today. We have Oda. We have a Celestial Guard, just with a combi rifle back here. Zanchi subbing in for. We have 2 Keisatsu Butes. We have a Doctor. And then we have another combat group with a pair of Shaolin monks. And they have chain rifles, I imagine. Both of them, just 5-point guys. Yep. And then a Domaru Bute chain rifle. So there it is, 300 points of open information for the Yu Jing. And here's our 300 points of Tohaa. We have 3 triads. In a small combat group, we have a Kumateo bioengineer with a pair of Gao Rail snipers as a triad. And then a large combat group, we have a Nakul sapper with viral sniper rifle. Viral sniper rifle. We have a triad with a Sakiel with a viral combi. And then there's a Kameo and a McCall troop with a heavy flamethrower and swarm grenades. Second one with a Gao Rail with a Spitfire. McCall with swarm grenades, and another Kameo. I believe both the Kameos are paramedics. We have a pair of Chaxa auxiliaries. I painted a Chaxa, what is he? The Chaxa peripheral instead. I forgot that the ones with the heavy flamers and giant backpacks are the baggage bot, so he's actually standing in. He's still WYSIWYG, but he doesn't have his giant backpack of baggage. I need to actually paint one because I grabbed the wrong one out of my box of bits. And then this guy's got the Neurocinetic HMG, which is basically making a total reaction, but he only fires a single shot in the active turn. So there it is, open information, 300 points of Tohaa. So here is our table laid out for Coffin Raiders. Now this is an objective room mission, which means the central objective in here has 4 tech coffins. In the corners there, which you can download medipacks from. Now you download that by having a guy in base to base and making a normal willpower test. If you are a doctor, however, you get +3, because obviously you're not going to then murder probably the guy in cold storage. You don't just kill him. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Oh, which button do I push again? Yeah. No, not that button. Not the eject button for sure. So this is infinitely tall, as it is an objective room, and all of the gates, the narrow gates, begin closed. Now, of course, the gates can be destroyed if they go to a destroyed state. They go from damaged to destroyed. They effectively have 2 structure, and that does not open all the gates. You can also lockpick them with a hacker, or you can go up and you can do a normal willpower test to try and open them. But if you open one, you open all 4, which opens line of sight to everything. Now there are finally 1, 2, 3, 4 transmission consoles, and that's what you're trying to get your medical information to. So you need to get to the consoles, get the information, then get it back and transmit it. Each one of those tasks is worth an objective point. So you can conceivably get, and you have to download from a different thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4 objective points from the coffins, and then 1 objective point for each one that you then deliver over here. So that's 8 objective points, potentially total. If you have more than your opponent at the end of the game, you get a bonus VP. So you get up to 9, and there's a single classified worth 1 as well, which could get you 10. So there's 10 objective points on the table, and there's lots of movements and murdering going on at the same time. So we're gonna roll off right now, make a willpower test with our lieutenants to see who's getting to be the first or second player. All right, testing off. I crit. I get a 2, so we both pass, but I crit, so I can choose to be first or second player. I will be first player, which means you can choose deployment and deployment order. So J-Op's going to take this side over here, and I'll be deploying first. Alright, so we have deployed. I've got my Chax auxiliary with heavy flamethrower and baggage. My HVT over here. We've got a triad with Sakiel viral. A call troop with swarm grenades and a paramedic. Then we've got a same thing basically, except this is a Gao Rail with a MSV level 2 and Spitfire. My Neurocinetic Chax auxiliary with the HMG. Up in the rocks, we have the triad with double sniper rifle and the Kumateo. And then a cool hanging out back here, sappered into cover. And that is it for my open information of deployment. We've got the Total Reaction Yao Kong over here. We've got Oda with the baggage bots and a Kisetsu. We've got the Doc falling around the Yen Hao just to put his arms and legs back on. Then we've got Shaolin Monk. We've got a Kisetsu, Shaolin Monk, and the Celestial Guard in the back with...
There's a Domaru here in this little box here.
There we go, hanging on that little piece of terrain. And then last but not least, we have the HVT. So I'm going first. Let's look at the order pool. So my main order pool, the large group, has 9 regular orders in it because the 2 McCalls are hanging out in triads, which means they are not impetuous and regular. I've got 3 in the small pool, and then I've got my 4 command tokens and my lieutenant order. Would you like to do any command token use for start of the game?
I will. I will take 2 of your orders away.
All right, so main pool or baby pool?
With big pool.
Okay. Order from the big pool, we're going to put on this triad. We're going to make Sakio the link leader. And he is going to move 4, with my intent ending up over here. And then his buddies will also move 4. Hanging out over here. Line of fire. So second short skill, we're going to go again. And move 4 towards the door. Order on them, we're going to make the paramedic, the link leader. And he's going to go walk into base space with the door. And then he's going to do his short skill to open the door. He needs a 13 or less for his willpower.
Yeah.
He's going to fail. We do. It's going to open. And second short skill will be a movement skill. So we will move. So with their second short move skill, they're going to move into base to base with the tech coffin. He's a paramedic. He'll have to test on a 16 or less because he gets +3 to his roll. And I get 12, so I get a mini pack. So with our short movement skills, we're all going to come back out the door, going 4. And he'll remain the link leader, like so. Remove them again. Another order. They're going to go 4 over to here. So ending their second move, like so. So with my second move, it's going to trigger an ARO from this fellow right here. And he is going to just normal roll, shoot me with the missile launcher.
You got it.
Attempt to target the Sakio. And of course I have no action here. You get a normal roll.
Yep. I think it's 14 on him, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Spending my second to last order now on this link. And they are going to move a little bit. So McCall's going to move over here. Kamel's going to move just like so. He's going to move sideways. Hack Tau. So he's going to shoot me back with his missile launcher. He's at +3, -3. I'm at +3, -3. So you're going to get 1 dice on 14s. I'm going to get 3 on 15 or 12s. So I have to crit. And I don't. So you hit me with the missile. Taking explosive and no one's getting cover. So the Gal Rail is armor 2 against 15. So I have to beat a 12 3 times. I do once, so my symbiote armor goes inactive 3 times. She goes unconscious. The other one, he gets exploded. His armor's blown off, but he's still standing, and she's unconscious. We're in the main pool. We're just going to try and dice you again with the Gal Rail. Only 4 shots now. Put the missile launcher again. Yep. So roll another 13 or 14. 9. I need a 10 to 12. I get an 11, so I'll cancel your 9. I'll hit you once. A armor right now of 8 in cover, which means you need to beat a 6. So 7+.
You got it. Yep.
You get 14. He's going to pass. Small pool, we're going to give an order to these guys, and they are going to move. Now, they are on rocky mountainous terrain, so they can only go their first short skill. And they're going to move 4. So the first one is going to move 4 over to here. Oop. Come on now. Second one, and he'll stay the link leader. The second one's just going to come up to here. And then the Kumatail is going to move to here. Another order to them. They're going to stay where they are. The Kumatail is going to become the link leader. She is going to get an order to shoot a med pack into this downed dude. Yeah. That's 11 hitting on 14s here. I only want to hit with 1 though, because I want to try and make 2 physical tests.
That would be pretty funny.
But I hit with neither. I hit her twice. 11, so I need an 8 or less twice, but that's with the -3, yeah. Oh, so it's 8. I need an 8 or less twice. No, she's 11, which is why I need an 8 or less. Sorry. So 8 or less twice. I was like, holy crap. Very excited. So if chances are I'm just going to go up, down, but we'll see. If I get 2 low rolls here, I'm going to stand back up. She's dead.
Well, Why isn't it working? I don't get it. I keep throwing it. Like
Yeah. Everyone's
not
dead.
responding.
And that's end of turn 1 Tohaa. Impetuous Monk, he's going to try and move towards this Sakiel, who's the closest. So he goes in a straight line, directly towards him. 4 inches.
Yeah.
And now your second short skill.
He'll, I think I'll just chuck the smoke.
Okay, well, let's see if I can see him. Jim G can see him, so he's going to try and dodge smoke. Smoke template, you need a 16. I'm going to get 4 dice. 18's going to fit. Back on 14s. Crit, so he takes a wound and then makes another armor save. 21. Laying on the ground, but not dead.
Not dead, yeah.
Yeah, and his smoke doesn't go. We're just going to long skill climb and just end up at the bottom of that wall.
Or the monk, you mean?
Or the monk, sorry, yeah.
Yep.
It was fully blocked by the building, so nobody could react to that. Robot's going to idle, and then he's going to try and take a shot at him. I'm going to, of course, react by shooting back. 11's on 4 dice versus 112 for me. You're going to crit. I'm going to crit back, and we're going to tie. Nothing happens.
Nothing.
You've got a 10. I've got a 1, which cancels your 1. We're 12 plus twice here for the Nakul.
Nope.
And he's dead. The Yan Hao getting an order, and he gets to make a move.
Is he 4? Yeah.
4-2?
Yeah, he's 4-2. Yeah, he's slow, big and slow.
It's moving forwards. I shoot with my Neurocinetic guy. 17s for the Yan Hao and 14s for the Auxilia. 17s, you get an 18 which misses, and then 11. So I need to get 12 plus here to cancel these. 14 is a crit, and it actually cancels all those. And you take a wound.
Again.
Okay. So you need 17s, I need 14s. The 12s will hit, so I need 13 or 14 to do anything, but you hit with everything. And I cancel, the 8s will cancel these 2, and I will take 3 hits.
Okay.
0, so 16 plus 3 times. No, 2 wound dead. Super dead for him, and who's next?
This is awful.
Order.
Doctor here?
Okay.
4. Like, no error on?
Nope, don't think so.
Another 4. Do the same thing here.
Second short skill coming out.
Yeah. Get just in the door.
Okay. Should move base space with the coffin. Whip roll. You get +3 because you're a doc.
Come on.
Passed. So you've got something left.
Yeah. Spend an order. The same way it came out. So,
yeah, you get to the corner with the first one. Because that's
got a
how you
little
got
bit
there.
more move because it was a little closer. So
Okay.
I can get to about here.
Okay, again, don't have line of fire because I should have alerted when I lost my Neurocinetic guy, but I didn't. I need to go fur. I need to go around the corner. Still trying to move.
Yeah, I could probably, it looks like I could tuck her in underneath this ladder here.
There, so we both now claimed a point.
His order?
A regular order on the Shaolin.
Just move.
Okay.
And he'll just
Move again.
move again, probably. He'll probably just get to here, I guess.
R is going to go. He's got a regular order.
He's going to...
Moving into base contact with the tree. Yeah. 5 in the main pool and 3 in the secondary pool. Order. A camo marker will appear right here. Yan Hao in line of sight. He's decided to idle. That camo marker is simply going to move. 4 over to here. Whoop, as my first short skill. The Yan Hao's idled. What do you want to do with the monk?
Probably shoot me. Yeah, sure, I'll try and discover you. See what you are.
Okay. My second short skill, I'm just going to move.
Okay.
And go 4 this way. 8 or less. 10. I'm not going to get revealed. We're going to move over here. That's our first short skill. What do you want to try and do there, bot? Possibility of a -12 to shoot me. He's just going to dodge right away, and I'm going to surprise shot you. So appears. I'm within 16, so I'm +3. I'm -3 for cover, so I'm hitting you on straight BS, and you get a dodge on a 4. 4 or less to dodge. Nope. You don't, and then I got 4 shots on straight BS, which for Eclipsos is an 11. So take 2.
Yep.
Armor 4, so you need to beat 9s. 10 plus on 2 dice.
Yes.
You're good. We're going to idle. 4 shots hitting on 1s or 2s with a -9 from TO Camo and cover.
10%? No problem.
Go
man.
for it. You good.
Got it.
1s and 2s.
No.
0. All right, I'm hitting on 11s again. Take 2.
Okay.
You did it before. You're unconscious and you're dead. Well, sorry, you're 2 levels of unconscious. 2 levels of unconscious. A small pool now, and these guys are going to long skill through the mountain terrain, 4 inches. And head over here, maintaining contact with this cover. He's going to head over here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Climbing.
Another on them. They're going to long skill and move themselves so that they can see. But they're only going to go 2 inches because they're going to do it prone. Actually, they're not going to do it prone. She's going to move just to maintain 8. All right, Mr. Yanhao, you get one shot on me. +2 for range, -3 for cover, so straight dice and a 14.
Yep.
Gonna hit me? Yep. All right, I am arm on that guy of
You get
2. +3 is 5, so I have to beat a
it's
10.
AP shock though, right?
It's AP?
AP, yep.
Okay, so I have to roll a...
You get 3. No, 5 divided by, yeah.
Yeah, -3. Well, I get 4 actually.
Oh.
So I beat an 11, so 12 plus.
Okay.
Nope, I'll take a wound, but that just takes off my symbiote. Sort of on this group, we're gonna make Zippy, who is over here, the Link leader now, who's still got his symbiote armor, and he's gonna idle. 1 shot to shoot me with. I've got 3 back because I'm still in a Link.
Yeah.
And I hit on 12 plus 3 because of range
16.
is 15s to
15.
your 14.
Yep.
Missed. 3 hits, so 3 15s. Ugh. So 11 plus 3 times. Don't fail 2. Alright, so managed to pull him out. Yanhao is down. I've got 3 orders left in the main pool. We're going to make the McCall here the Link leader, and give them an order, and they are going to move. 4 is their first move. Yep. Heading over here. Facing you now, because that's important.
Sure.
And then 4.
Yep.
And what would you like to do?
Mr.
Explodey.
Shoot the... Which one? This one's got the vial.
Anyone you want. Yeah, the vial combi guy?
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm going to dodge smoke.
Okay.
Against you, I need, for the dodge smoke, because it's unopposed, a 16 or less. So let's see if that goes out. It's going to go out. Physical 11.
Then you might have smoke.
That's right.
Fail,
yeah, physical 11.
Oh.
So it's going to be your 14 against my 11, because you're inside 16.
Yep.
See if you get it.
Yep. 12.
You need a crit. Don't crit, so you're going to hit him. It's going to explode and hit everybody, except for the Sacula, or the McCall so far, because he's dodged. And then the Kamal passes his dodge, so it won't hit him either. His arm 2, so I have to beat a 13 plus 3 times. I do it once, so I lose, I go to unconscious, and it breaks the Link. Alright, so the Link is broken. And we are going to now spend an order, and we're actually going to do, because now the Link's broken, the command token, we're going to coordinate a bunch of guys. So we're going to coordinate Mr. McCall and Mr. Kamal, and they're going to be the Link leader. And then we're also going to coordinate this little fellow over here, and he's going to move 4, like so. Second skill, they're going to move again. He's just going to move over. Actually, you know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to target to drop off the data pack. 16 or less now. It's going to go off, so I've transmitted 1. Another command token. I'm down to 2 now. I'm actually going to reforge the Link with him as the Link leader, because he's got the Guerrilla and him in the zone of control. So it's a new triad, and it will be forged out of those 3 guys. So they're all in zone of control. So last order, we're going to spend an order on the Link team. We're going to make the Guerrilla the Link leader. He's just going to snuggle up to this corner, maintaining contact with the cover, so you can still see your buddy. And these guys are going to move. Kamal's going to go over here. And he is just going to go, he has to get within 8 of his buddy. So he's going to go 4 inches over to here. Going to get your arrow. Tohaa going for the missile launcher shot in the Guerrilla. Guerrilla's going to shoot you back with his Spitfire. On 14, see if you can just crit me. Oh, I have to crit on 12s.
No.
I don't. Cancels everything. So I have to beat 14. I have to roll 15 plus 3 times. That didn't work.
Single models.
That's like dead. 6 regular orders in the big pool, and then he's got an impetuous he has to do, and an irregular. You little monk.
Oh, this little dude?
Yep. You gotta head towards my McCall.
That's not so bad.
Throw a smoke grenade, where are you gonna put it? It has to be in line of sight, unless it's irregular, so it'd have to be like right there.
Sure. Like that.
Okay. Alright, so the smoke is out. Yep. First order, it's gonna be on the dock. You're not quite within 4, so you're gonna have to move and then move again to get into base to base.
Just barely.
Another order. You're gonna
+3.
You're gonna take it and then move, because if you yo-yo out, then you can get 4 inches back towards the door.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So stuff and move. You +3. Yep. 8. You pass. You dump off that objective point, and you can move 4 back towards the objective room. On her, she's got smoke keeping her safe right now, because my Guerrilla's dead. So first short skill, moving to there. Second short skill, back to the door, going and hugging the wall, smoke keeping you safe. Second order gets into base to base.
Yep.
8 will pass, so he's got another Medipack downloaded. He's downloaded from both these now, and he gets to move in. Last order, gonna move again, 8 inches back around the corner. Irregular order on the monk. He's gonna move into the smoke, 4 inches.
Yep.
Moving in with the monk, so he's in the building now. This is last order. This is regular order, so you can cover the console closest to me. Last regular order in that baby pool. Domer's gonna do something?
Maybe not. You got this guy.
Yep, I got a combi that can see you. Not to do anything with the Domeru, he's just gonna end his turn. That puts us into turn 3, and I'm in Lost Lieutenant. So, we're gonna make these two, my last 2 command tokens, orders regular. So their irregular tokens are gonna become regular, and they'll go into the order pool. So I have 2 regular tokens, an irregular paramedic, so everything's coming up Millhouse, and I have an irregular order on this fella right here. So we're gonna start with him. He is going to haul his butt towards your Domeru, shortest possible distance, like so.
Yep.
Just not Domeru, Shaman Monk.
Yep.
So you can go ahead and arrow.
Sorry. Well, I've been doing it all day, so...
Just raw dog me with a missile launcher?
Might as well.
Go for it. I'm going to dodge smoke.
Okay.
Throw it right there. Try and block line of sight.
Okay.
So I got a 16 to your 14. Do it. Just crit me.
Nope.
2, 3. It's me. All right. So that worked out. Mr. Paramedic is then going to use his irregular order. And he's going to move.
Sure.
So he's going to go 4 because now we block line of sight with that smoke.
Yep.
And he's going to go 4 again to the edge of this.
Yep.
Plan is now, Mr. McCall here, he's going to go in 4 to the edge of here. And I don't think anybody's got any arrows because he can't see past the smoke. Unless you have an MSV.
He's going to
Appear.
appear.
Okay. So that ninja hacker is going to appear. And then I'm going to move my second short skill into base to base of your Shaolin, so he can also react. Going for a combi rifle shot with the ninja, and then you can shoot me at any points within 16, you'll be fine.
+3, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be +3. Yeah. And then over here, you've got the option to melee, and you've chosen the option to melee. So you rolled a 19 there, and that missed. So I've got Icole, which is -3 to hit me. I've got martial arts level 2. So actually, because I moved into there, there's not actually going to be any kind of opposed roll. You're going to get a normal roll, try and hit me.
Do it.
Cranks him. Armor 1, damage 13. Yeah, dead. That's trouble now because I'm going to get chain rifled. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Last order. Or sorry, second last order. We're coming in front of you, base to base with this thing.
Okay.
And you can chain rifle me, which is, I guess, automatic.
Yes.
And I'm going to shoot you with my combi
Okay.
at +3. So I will hit on 11s, go to 14s. 2 hits.
Yep.
And then you take a pair of 13s. I have to make a 13 plus to live from the chain rifle.
So do I, yeah.
I'm dead, unconscious, and you are
Dead.
Well, unconscious, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a successful defense of the room right there. All I'm going to do is move. So we're going to go for the, Hail Mary shot, because it's all we really can do to try and get line of fire over here. We're going to come out 4, like so, and stay at a line of fire. And then our last move, we're going to come out still in cover, but in the open to
You couldn't go this way?
these guys.
You know.
Back there, fellas. What do you want to do?
I got a combi rifle.
Yep.
I think probably
Combi
missile.
rifle?
Probably your missile. Probably.
Panzerfaust? Go for it.
And the little robot has nothing. He can blind you.
Okay, there's -12. The Keisetsu can't hit me, but these Oda can shoot me with her combi at +3, -9 for -6, which will hit you on a 5?
6.
6. Missed. And that puts it to your turn. Hacker now out. You have 7 orders in your primary pool, and that gives you lots of opportunity, although you are out of smoke. But everyone's dead to just walk in and go grab points. I think I didn't use any of the irregular orders in these guys during my turn, so their link didn't break. We're going to Hacktow, and he's going to come around the corner, try and deal with my Calypsos down this fire lane. We're at the edge of the first order. Second order, he's going to come out in the open, so you can get some line of fire over here.
Go like this.
All right, shoot me with the missile launcher, and I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
So I'll be at -9, but you're +3 for range because you're firing with the missile launcher. So -6, you're going to hit on an 8. 12 against your 8. Uh-oh. Yeah, I made it. But I'm not going to move. 14's going to miss, and I crit my dodge, but I'm not going to move. It goes again. Hits on a 2. I passed out with a 4.
Oh my god.
3 orders left. Are you going to try and deliver this thing, or are you going to try and keep killing me?
No, I'm going to try to kill him.
All right. You get an 8. I crit with an 8, and you fail. 2 orders left. He's just going to go for the delivery and hope I miss, which I probably will, to be honest with you. So he's going to go 4, and then second one base to base. And now I'm going to try and fire at you, but I'm over 24. Last, I cap the dock. Nope, missed. And now you get to do your thing, and I'm going to try and shoot you again. You pass, and I don't get you, so you get to deliver it. End of game. Jay's managed to grab 2 medipacks and transmit 2 medipacks for 4. I've managed to grab and transmit 1 for 2. Neither of us have any classified objectives, so it ends 4-2. Discussing it in ITS terms at the end, there's a couple of plays here. The ninja was just out of range of being in secure HVT with the enemy HVT, and he couldn't revive a guy. He had experimental drug as his classified objective, but all he really needed to do is walk this hacker over this wall, and he would have secured it versus my auxiliary, and that would have given him an extra objective point. It's cool to go score that last point over there because it is a point, but there was an easier way to do it. If you're first order, you're over there, you're already at 4. All you had to try and do is get to 5.
I missed lots of times with the hack town anyway, so I had a spare order I could have used.
If you'd used a spare order, you could have gotten up, and that would be the difference between a 3 margin of victory and a 2 margin of victory in this game, which for ITS is a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. End of the game, 4-2 for Yu Jing.
I finally got one.
Hacked out again, man. Hacked out for the win. That hacked out missile launcher is the bane of my existence. That's not your POW sniper.
It's either
or the Boucher sniper, yeah.
When I'm coming to Siash, they're just one of those two.
They do save the day pretty often.
Yeah.
No, it was good. This is a really tense mission. You never win by a lot in this one, or usually score a lot of points. Yeah. But you do have options for scoring points, and that is you can either go in and continuously grab items and never try and transmit them, or you can try and yo-yo back and forth. If you saw, Jay had an entire turn where because of some smoke in his order efficient impetuous move, he was basically just able to go in and clean up the room, and that was basically what put you on the board there.
I think that corner of the table was maybe a little better for that.
Yep.
You got kind of an open spot in both right and left side, where I kind of have one spot that's...
Well, deployment was asymmetrical, of course, on purpose, and you picked a good deployment side. It did leave you with basically a gap back there where you had to hide a bunch of guys. And if they move, they're going to get Guerrilla sniped. For you, we're just orders. We're just orders. Hiding back here with Yurika. We're fine.
That's it.
And you got some great service out of your total reaction bot too, because it killed my Nikul right away, which again opened up a whole lane. I got good work out of my Clipsos. My McCalls, as always, got great work with their smoke grenades. Wasn't enough to save us. What can we do? And getting diced by a missile launcher when you have 5 dice and arrow with a Spitfire is rough. It's not supposed to usually work that way.
Roll a 13.
It is the bane of link teams usually, that when you have 5 dice with a decent roll, someone just with 1 dice rolls high or rolls over what you need to actually roll, and then it's just like I crit or nothing.
It's why what is it, was it the light rocket launcher? Yeah. On the link team.
And the link team is one of the ways to go.
Powerful weapons.
Well, because it can throw out, it can throw out 2 bursts because it's in a link team, and you also have the fact that it can impact more than 1 guy. And no cover is a big deal too, because all templates ignore cover, and that includes, it's not like N2 where the original target of the missile launcher got the cover bonus and everybody else in the blast didn't. Everybody now just ignores cover because it's a template weapon, which is ginormous. So that was it for Cold Sleep. It looks like the Yu Jing have taken the facility. O12 will be displeased with you. They're gonna send robots, man. They're gonna send Hector or Achilles 2.0 to come talk to you guys about your industrial espionage. Yeah, all those coffins you raided, all those poor sleeping. Walt Disney's head was in there probably. We can never bring back Disney now. The Yu Jing have Disney forever.
Actually, the highlight of this game was the
monk fighting my McCall troops.
It was like a Jackie Chan movie. They had the final fight.
All I needed to do, I just needed to not die, and then I was standing there and I was keeping you from having any line of sight to my guy as I went in.
And then he died in a fire shootout too.
I did in a fire shootout. There's many bullets, many bullets as the monk killed me. Chow Yun Fat would be pleased with that result.
He would be very pleased.
He would think that was amazing. So there it was, end of the game, 4-2, super close. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We'll see you for more Radio Free NeoTerra. Until then, I'm Ash, this is Jay. Happy wargaming.